like a child. Hey everyone, Imran Web Squadron, Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. Yes, I ate a lot and I am feeling very stuffed. I'm going to go do tons of exercise later on. I'll tell you what, this afternoon, when the football's on, I'll just be stood there in front of the TV, probably jogging more than some of the footballs out there. Hey Gary, hey Brian, how was your Christmas? Boy, did I. Mine was yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, it was yummy. And then, when you have when you eat later as well. When you eat later. So you've had your lunch, you're big, all of that. And then in the evening you have leftovers, right? You can't help it but have leftovers, right? And then the next morning you stand up and you look in the mirror and you kind of go, that probably wasn't a good idea, was it? Who here is full, right? Who here is full? I'm still feeling full, But I just made a plate. I just made a plate of leftovers and more leftovers. I've leftovers for my son to eat his lunch. And as I made this plate, I was like, God, this looks so good. This looks so good. So good. But I gave him it. I'm not going to eat properly until tonight. I've had a few little bits here and there to eat snacks and stuff, but I'm not eating properly tonight. I just put out a video on Midjourney. Eddie asked me to, so I thought I'd put it out. Just how am I using Midjourney to create images and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd put out a video if anyone is using Midjourney and they're getting a little bit confused over the exact prompts and stuff to use like that. But I hope you all had an amazing, great, fantastic Christmas. Any exciting presents? Here's a weird one, right? My wife knows that I don't really eat a lot of chocolate other than protein bars. She got me a box full of dairy milk chocolate. And I had a bar yesterday. I couldn't help myself but have a bar. But I think I overdid it with the chocolate yesterday. And I do feel a bit like, why did she buy me all this chocolate? She should know by now. This is a bad move. Don't buy me lots of chocolate. Right? When you say, no, I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to look after myself. But when someone puts it in front of you, you're like, oh, you know what? I'll have a bit. Basically, it was a bar. It was a 6x3 bar. I gave 3 bars to my son, the other 15. Right? So I'm not a big normal chocolate eater, but you put a bar in front of me. I didn't eat it all in one go, by the way. I took my time in eating it. Hey, Paul Ross, how are you doing? Brian, sold all of my mirrors when I turned 50. No mirrors allowed in the house. Oh, mate, I'll tell you what. My ritual when I get up in the morning, before I go to the shower, right, is I'll stand in front of the mirror and I will look at my front and side profile. And I'm looking at myself. I'm going, right, what is going on here? What is this? What is this? And I'll squeeze it and go, right, there's about that much fat there, right? I don't like it. I'll pinch it. I don't like that. What are we going to do about it? And when are we going to do it? Later on, not right now, because I got stuff to do. How was your Christmas, Paul? How was yours? Any exciting presents or family get-together? And by the way, it's okay to say, in fact, even if you didn't celebrate, that's okay as well. Brian, yeah, R.H. Hassan, quick question. Do you have any personal Brick Builder coupon? I do have a Brick Builder coupon. Yeah? It's basically blank. That's the coupon. You go on and in the coupon box, leave it blank, right? Hit apply and then pay. There's your coupon. There's no affiliate. There's no affiliate thing actually set up yet with Bricks Builder. There's no commission. There's nothing. There's no special discount. We did have a free license. And we passed the 14,000 subscriber mark about 3 days ago. 3 days ago? I think we passed it 3 days ago. When we get towards the 20,000, I will be asking them to give me maybe 3 licenses. I will say, look, go on. Give me 3 licenses because I've done so much stuff for you. But until then, look, RH Hassan, if you want it, you got to buy it. Is it for you or is it for a client? Really, Paul, you got wasted. Wow, mate, wow, non-stop beers and wow, Paul, mate, you must have been completely wrecked, my friend. Merry Christmas 2 o'clock. I was going to wear my Santa's hat, but I don't know where my wife has put all the hats. We have about 4 or 5 Christmas hats. All of it has disappeared. I'm like, is she taking them to work? She's gone to work today. Is she taking them to work? Where are they? Yeah, I mean, ChatGPT is. I haven't played with ChatGPT much. I will be experimenting a bit more with that this week. But I think I got carried away with Midjourney, mate. I got carried away with Midjourney. I started using Midjourney a while ago, and I found the images very hit and miss, and I kind of lost touch with it. And then I started to hear a lot of people saying, hey, version 4 is much better, version 4. So I jumped back into it on Friday night, got loads and loads of images, and I put out a video today on how I use Midjourney AI, basically to generate images that you could use on the website. So less about the layout, more about how you could use it. And I created a fake one-page website. Basically, I'm just gonna hit release now, publish. There you go. I created a fake website using Bricks Builder, using Midjourney AI images, and I did that on Christmas Eve at about 5 p.m. Christmas Eve. I spent 2 hours creating a fake website, roughly 5 p.m. I think it was. Create a fake page, and I've just released a video now on the quick walkthrough of how that was created. And yeah, I had a lot of fun creating that website. Quite a lot of fun, because the great thing about that website, and by the way, I need to just pop the live chat out here because I can't see what everyone's writing over here. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it for the simple reason that it allowed me to just be crazy. You know, when you're doing layouts and you build a website, 9 times out of 10, the bulk of your websites are going to be text, image, image, text, right? And that's it. There might be a hero banner with like rubbish built images. Blah, I couldn't get my words out. You know, when your client gives you an image and you can clearly tell this is not a great image. The colors, it doesn't really fit with the page. It's like a bit pixelated or whatever. It just doesn't really look good. Hey there, Satanish, how you doing? Paul Paul lasagna after a night out with beers and stuff, lagers, right? God, mate, your belly is gonna be. I'll be surprised if you're able to reach to the oven, my friend. But yeah, you know, so building this fake website with fantasy images really allowed me to. I literally felt like a teenager again. I literally felt like a teenager, just going, "Wow, dragons, fantasy warriors, all this stuff." It was great. Yeah, I mean, okay, RH Hassan, my question then for you would be, right, yeah, if you want to buy it, buy it. But no, there's no coupons. There's no coupons yet. And by the way, I think they're going to increase the prices very, very soon anyway. You know? So, yeah, Paul, I think you need to get going now. If you're going to reach your oven, you've probably got to crawl to your oven right now. You're going to be on the floor. You've lost all feeling in your legs. Your belly button catches on the carpet. Can you imagine a belly button carpet burn? Oh, that's gotta hurt. You know. What am I talking about? What am I talking about today? I have got a few things I need to have a look into that I want to create videos on. Someone asked a question in the Web Squadron Facebook group with a peculiar layout. And I was going to try and give them an idea for how I would go about it. But yeah, I still just need to record it. Have a think about the layout. Plorat, since you work with both on a regular basis, which sites seem to be faster, Bricks or Elementor? If I'm honest, they're both about the same. Okay, no, let me change that. Right, let me explain this in a logical way. Bricks, Elementor. I have found Elementor images loading quicker than Bricks. You know when you have a hero banner, the elemental images load like that. Bricks, there is a split second. Who else has found that? With bricks, the hero banner image, there is a split second delay. The elemental one is like that. You don't even see, as soon as the page loads, the image is there. Bricks, there's a split second delay. However, when you run the websites through, yeah, you are right, Paul. Balls burn is, I don't know, it depends on how you get it, right? Depends on how you get it, mate. Sometimes it might be good. Anyway, when you look at the page speed performance, bricks smashes elemental all day long. I am telling you, all friggin' day long. Page speed performance. But when you think about user experience, when I load up a desktop, the elemental page, the hero banner image, like that, boom. The bricks, there's a split second delay. It's almost like, so this is the point when the image appears, right? Elemental, bricks. That's what happens. Elemental, bricks, like that. There's this split second delay. But page speed performance, bricks is absolutely awesome. Out of this world. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Totally awesome. Totally awesome. Right? So that's what I would, yeah. So I would recommend. I'm going to quickly post something on here. Wait, fantasy one page site with AI images. And I've just got to quickly post this into the Web Squadron page. Because, you know, you got to do your promo, right? You got to do your promos and get. Why is it not loaded? There we go. Yeah. Just read the comments. Clock. I think you'll. Yeah. I mean, ChatGPT. I want to test it against Bertha and Tiny Wow. I want to put the same words into ChatGPT, Bertha, and Tiny Wow, and just see what's the comparison. You know, where does it take me? Which is richer? Which one gives me better wording? Fabric texture. My tip for Midjourney, you should use this AI along with Photoshop. Absolutely, Fabric. I agree. You take the image, strip the background away, stretch it, modify it, do something with it. I think there's so much power you can do with that. Yes, Daniel, there's no lazy loading. I've ensured there's no lazy loading on bricks. I have ensured that. But I have found, right, that there is a split second delay. Split second delay, even though there's no lazy loading applied on it. So it's a bit of a peculiar one. However, and I am going to just show you this page, okay? Right, let me just show you this page. And this is the tutorial that I've just put out, by the way, okay? Let me just get the page speed up again. Page speed insight. Just bear with me. I've just got to get this report up. Okay. So so I'm going to show you in a moment. Just wait for it to load. I think they'll be changing it pretty soon. Pretty soon, Plura. I think it will come. I think it will be April. I say soon, but I think come April, they will change it. Or maybe they're still testing the market a little bit. But I would like to think, right, let me just show you something, okay? Right, okay, let me just show you something, right? So this is the page I built on Christmas Eve using Bricks Builder and Midjourney AI images. So this is the page that I built, right? And I think it's pretty cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I quite like it. You know, I mean, it's all fake, okay? It's all a fake, you know, it's a fake, fake. It's all fake, right? All right, it's just fake stuff, right? Can you recognise who that is? That's a bit of Raheem going on there, isn't it? So we got fake images there, and then you got this nice little form as well. So this is a fake website built with Midjourney, right? This is with Bricks Builder. Bricks Builder. Look at the score when I put this through, right? This website, this is Bricks Builder. This does have a plugin in here called Fast Press. Very simple, very basic plugin. Very simple and very basic. Takes like 10 seconds to do the settings. is brutally basic, right? Fast press, really, really basic plugin, right? Because I had quite a lot of images going on in there and all of that. 100% on the mobile. Now this page has not been properly optimized for the mobile. It has not been properly optimized. Even though this has not been properly optimized for the mobile, I'm still getting 96%. I was going to swear then. 96%. Hit like, by the way, right? You bunch of maggots. Make sure you hit like, all right? If you don't hit like, I get really upset. Hit like, okay? You got to hit like. 96%, okay? For the mobile. And this is where I go crazy over... Did I just turn the music off? I did, didn't I? There you go. This is where I go crazy over what bricks can do for you. Like, this is loaded with images. Look at this. Image, right? Image. And another image. Image in the background. Loads of it. We've got gallery going on here, right? Gallery, 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 gallery. And a background image as well. Look, there's a background image there as well. Oh, we got another image. Oh, we got a logo image. We got images everywhere. And you are still hitting 96% on the mobile and 100% on the desktop. Like, brain explosion. Yeah, take care, Paul, right? Go and kill yourself. You know, knock yourself dead. Literally, just knock yourself dead on your lasagna. You know, you're probably going to slip on it. Great to have you, Paul. I'm really glad you had a fantastic Christmas as well, by the way. But yeah, so that tutorial, I did a video on Saturday, which is 2 hours long, where I build this step by step, so you can go and watch that, the live replay. It's where I did it live. But the quick walkthrough, which is about 20 minutes, I think, 15, 20 minutes long or something like that. That video I've just put out right now, where I basically walk through, you know, the structure. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse gone? Where's my mouse going? Basically, I go... Oh, I can't get my mouse to work. Basically, where I go through the structure. So, you know, I say, right, this is a section container. Block 1, block 2. Down here, this is just one block and there's an overlap. But it's not the way you think I overlap. This is actually 2 blocks. So, this is block 1 over here with image gallery. And this is block 2 with image gallery. But because both blocks are 50%, right? Both are 50%, and I've positioned it, I get this L shape of a gallery. And you look at it and you're like, well, how'd you get that then? Where'd you get that gap from? Is there funky CSS? No. No funky CSS. Just 2 widgets, and then you lay it out. No, not you. I didn't have to use Perf Matters. I got nothing against Perf Matters at all, but I am one of those people that try to find free solutions to do it, mainly because I'm trying to show people that you can do a lot and achieve a lot for free. And the only overheads you should be paying are obviously your domain and hosting, bricks or elemental licenses, but that's it. What else can you do without having to say, right, you got to subscribe to something else? And I got nothing against WP Rocket, Perf Matters, and loads of other stuff. I can hear my son. I'm just checking he's okay. Yeah, I think he's all right. But yeah, so I think there are loads of brilliant solutions, but FastPress, free plugin, it's damn good. It's really good. It's even good on not a bad plugin to use on Elementor. My tip would be, though, whenever you build any website, you test your score after every section or container. You build it, test it. Build the next one, test it. Build again, test it. And you're going to go, oh my God, that's a lot of testing. Yeah, but it's better off than you getting to the end of page 1 or the home page, and then you test it, and the score is 60%. And like, oh no, I've got to redo that. You go and do it. Oh, I've got to redo that. Got to do it. Oh, I've got to redo that image. Oh, I've got to custom load the font. But if you did it from the get-go, everything just works through, right? And then when you know your score is what it is, Then you add in Google Tag Manager if you really want to do that, or Facebook Pixel if you really want to do it. And then you make a note. So this was the score before, this was the score afterwards. And you say to your client, you sure you want this? Because I'm telling you now, your score takes a 30% hit when you add in Google Tag Manager and Facebook Pixel. You're going to get a 30% hit. Do you want that? And you explain to them, because I'm showing you now, this is before, this is after. What you don't want is you build a website and they go, oh, someone just checked my website. It's only 60%. What's that all about? You said you would make it optimized. Yeah, but you got Google Tag Manager and Facebook Pixel. There are ways you could try to not make that be as big an impact by putting the code in the footer, some people say, but I haven't really found it to improve things any much bit more. Yeah, exactly. And once you add in the cookie consent thing, well, the cookie consent thing can knock another 10-15% off as well, right? That's what I would do you know what I really want to see WordPress do? Do you know what I really want them to do? If WordPress could install automatically a native GDPR or whatever cookie consent feature that does not hit your score. That's what we need. Because the minute you add Tag Manager, right, and Facebook Pixel, and cookie consent, you're probably shaving off 40-45% of your score. Boom. And if you've got inner sections and videos and sliders everywhere, you haven't WebP'd your images, you haven't custom loaded your font, don't be surprised when you're scraping 10% score, right? Don't be surprised. No, staging websites. Good question, Fabric. As far as I know, staging websites don't affect the score because technically, you have not submitted the sitemap for the staging site. Does that make sense? In your search console and your Google Analytics, your URL will be the URL, not the staging one. So technically, it doesn't, because I've never seen it affect the score or anything like that. Hey Kumu, how you doing? Did you have a great Christmas? And by the way, Daniel, Fabric, everyone else that's here, you know, Plura as well, if I haven't said it already, I really hope you all had an amazing, amazing time. And please don't forget to get off your ass and do a bit of jogging or a bit of running or something. Otherwise, you're going to be crapping out mashed potato for the next 2 or 3 days. And potatoes take 2 days to digest, so please bear that in mind. Don't overdo the potatoes. Hey Toha Kangas, how was your day? How was your Christmas? How was your Christmas day? I hope you had a great one. I'm sure you did, though. You know, if anyone's going to have a great Christmas, it's going to be Toha Kangas, right? You know, you would have shown everyone what it's like to have a great, great day. I am guessing, though, by the way, all right? You're probably going to tell me, no, I didn't. I had a really bad day. Don't talk about it. But I'm sure you had a great day. I'm just going to quickly post another post. Mid-Journey AI. I've got to just post these out. Here we go. Just pop this out here. Because someone asked, you see, Eddie asked, by the way. So I've literally done a video this morning just to help him out. I'm okay. Feeling very full, though. Like, I'm seriously full. And it's going to be a quiet week. We're on top of all our projects. There is one client who is now delayed until January for obvious reasons, because getting the meeting with other members of their team that need to agree on something is now going to happen after Christmas. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. Hey Dave, how you doing? And yeah, we're on top of everything. And there's potentially another 2 projects that might come on board in January. One of them wants a brand new website built, and they're assuming we'll build the new one for the same cost as what we did last year. And I'm going, well, I'm going, no. What we charged you then, at that time, it was August 2021. So when we built that website in August 2021, where we are now is different pricing structure and all of that. So the price is going to go up. I mean, I just see it as take it or leave it. You either get what you want, because the other thing is this business are a multi-million-pound business. They are making money, shitloads of money. And I'm one of those people that goes, right, so your business has really taken off and the website has massively helped. The website we built has massively helped them. Now they want another sister website, which is another website, same subject matter but slightly different. Why would I build it for the same price? You want us to do it, you're going to have to pay a bit more. Because I'll tell you what, it took a long time to close that website off because they kept dragging their feet. And one of the people who made a lot of the decisions didn't even check with the team exactly what they could or could not do or want. And we had to redo large sections of the website, which pissed me off. So I want to know that we're working with the key decision maker, and your business is worth so much more now compared to where it was. And I can easily go and get the prices off the company directors and show, right? And we know the website has massively helped them. We know this. So you want another website, don't assume you're going to get another website at the same price. Business pricing, think about what it means to the client and also what is your worth and the value of your time. Carapos, we require a consent to load technology such as Tag Manager through our cookie banner. Oh, really? Carapos, you know when you say it helps with page speed, can you elaborate a bit more of that? Well, to be honest, Daniel, the price we're going to charge is double. Because where they were then and where they are now, they have more than double. They're close to tripling what they were then to where they are now. But I feel like the website build costs, and it's not just based on their value, it's based on their value, our value, and history. A 7-day project took 7 months. A 7-day project took 7 months. Do you get what I mean? So now I'm going to nail them down to a much tighter deadline schedule because fuck, it was too. There were some bits that were too open, but also their value and our value is higher. Hey SI, how you doing? Carapos, can you clarify that? Because I am intrigued. So Carapos says that you got to obviously add this stuff through Cookie Banner, but it actually helps with the page speed. So Carapos, I really want to get into your head with this. You know, I would love to learn or understand that a little bit better. Hello, Pickstar, my friend. Hey, Pickstar, do you know what? I think all of us right now should get off our chairs and actually jog while we're watching this live chat. I need to put my mouse up, rearrange, and I need to be jogging on the spot. Hey, Blessed Leon, how are you? Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a brand new website, Dan, so I'm happy to take 50%. But this time, I'm going to be much stricter with the delivery date. The person who agreed the delivery date left it too open, and I'm really not happy these open-ended. Oh, but they're a friend of a friend. I don't give two shits if they're your mum and dad. We have a schedule, okay? SI started using containers 2 days ago. If I add a container inside a container, the right container tends to go outside the parent container and adds a horizontal... Really? SI, what are you using? Elementor? Because you should not get a horizontal scroll bar. You should not get that. You just got to rearrange it then. Maybe you just got to use your navigator and arrange it. But you shouldn't get that problem. Oh, okay, Carabas, I understand what you mean now. I was thinking generally page speed, but I get what you mean now. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But you know the GDPR cookie consent thing. That does hammer your score as well. Hey George. Oh George, what are you having? Come on, George. Don't say you're having lunch, but you don't tell us what you're having. What are you having, mate? What are you eating? What are you eating, mate? Right. So SI, you say so. So SI started using containers. If I add containers inside a container, the right container tends to go outside. I think you're doing it wrong. So I'm going to go and put my screen up, okay? You must be doing it wrong. And I don't want to sound judgmental, but I'm just trying to work out what you're doing here because I've never had that issue and I'm going to show you, right? So let's just go to websquadron.co.uk. Let's go to one of my test sites and let's just build it up right now. Let's log in. Ah, you're going to show me. Don't forget to hit like. You might need to email me an image, okay? Email me over there. So I'm going to go over to my page over here. And let's just go to pages and we will go to... we'll go to this. We'll just create a new page. I'm going to call it SI because it's just for you. Cheers. Whoa. Let's get that over here. Let's put that Discord over there. Right, let's just go here. High title, Canva messaged you. It's just loading up now, George. Cheers. Boar Labs, Carapos. What's Boar Labs? Carapos, what's Boar Labs? What is this? Is this a cookie consent thing? What is Boar Labs? Ah, nice. Ooh, George. Wow, George, that looks good. See, now you're making me hungry. Right, okay, let's just sort this one out, okay? So I'm going to drop in a container here, right? We've got parent container. I'm just going to give this a bit of a margin just so we can see it. Let's go for a layout of 800, all right? 800. And I'm going to give this a background color as well, just so we can... Oh, flipping heck. Hold on, navigator. Hold on a second, let me just do that again. I did that wrong then. Let me just do my section. 800, and let me just give some... Sorry, just wait a minute. I went silent all of a sudden. I didn't mean to go silent, but I just want to make sure I build this right for you. Okay, so this container. Right, okay, so I'm going to drop into here another container like that, and I'm going to duplicate that container as well. So duplicate, right? So we basically have container within a container, right? This parent container, I'm going to make this be rows like that. So I have... like that. I've got container within container. And I can even put a container within a container. And I'm now going to duplicate that one as well. And this container I'm going to make be rows as well. So look, I've got one parent container, 2 children and 2 grandchildren. Hey Batags, how you doing? So Boar Labs is to do with cookie consent. I've not come across Boar Labs. Or maybe I have. Maybe I have. Maybe I'm being thick here. Maybe I have. The name does ring a bell. I'm just going to write it down here. Boar Labs. And there was something else I was meant to look at as well. Just make a note of that. So I've just got to rub this out because otherwise it sticks. Yeah. So SI, I don't know if this answers your question. So you've emailed me a screenshot. Okay, so SI has emailed a screenshot. I have to be honest, SI, I'm struggling to understand the screenshot. I am struggling to understand. So if I just put this here, are you saying... I'm struggling to understand. What is this? Can you clarify what that is? Can you clarify that? Oh, is it a paid one? Is Boar Labs a paid one? I'm only after free. So SI, I don't understand what this is. What is it that it's creeping? Is it? I don't know. It depends on. It very much depends on how you've built it. That's the container going out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. Could be many things. Could be many things on your layout or your positioning. It could be like, you know, what have you got going on here? It could be that maybe like, you know, like, okay, you see your child containers. Why don't you make both your child containers be full width? So make your child containers be full width. You know, it could be like maybe one of your containers over here, it's like too wide. Look, you could, you know, you might have something going on here with width as well. You know, it could be loads of stuff. Like, let me make this one full width. Look, it could be loads of stuff you got going on here. You know, parent container, 2 children, and 2 grandchildren. You know, it could be, I don't know, maybe you've got like, I don't know, let's go over here. Maybe you've got, I don't know, maybe you've got, I don't know, 50%. I don't know. It's, put on percent. You know, there might be, you know, it depends on what you've got built. It depends on what you got built. But what I'm saying is that issue wouldn't occur. So what I would say, SI, my first tip would be remove all your margin and padding, number 1. Number 2, make sure the child containers are all full width. Your parent container can be a box, right? You can do what you want. But make sure your child containers are full width, okay? And then have a look at that. But yeah, remove your margin padding, number 1, on them, right? Okay. Get your items in. In fact, I'm even going to say remove your gradient color as well. Just get rid of everything. Get your items in and just double check what you're doing there. Hazim, and it might be that you've got the margin or the padding on the wrong. Maybe it needs to be on the grandchild container or the child container and not the parent container. So you got to get all your stuff in first and then tweak. Hazim, can you make a video explaining how to make a difference between a good-looking website and a better website? No, and here's why. Because a good-looking website or a better-looking website depends on the specification. What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to get at? Because a bland website with text image might serve the job. Does it have to have full banner? Does it have to have carousel? What are you trying to achieve? And if you really want to understand what is a good website, let's say you're building a website for a flower shop. What you do is go to Google and look at flower shops. Decide if it's a WooCommerce or not, because a WooCommerce site will look quite different. So are they just advertising? Right, look at websites that just let you know, right, here we are, come and, this is where we're based, come and buy offers. Look at them. What do you like and don't like? Don't just look at them and go, oh yeah, I'll just copy that. No, what you do, and this is what I do, because I've got the luxury of a big screen. I might have 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5 websites open like that. And I look at them. Which one do I like? Which one pulls me in? It's literally like walking into a shop and you go, right, I'm really hungry, right? And there's all these chicken sandwiches. Which one tempts me in, right? Which one makes me go, I want a bit of that? Which one, right? And then the one that lured me in, maybe I don't like all of it. But this one here that I did not like, but the hero banner wasn't too bad. Or the way the buttons were border radius, or the style of image. I don't like the website, it's too busy, but what was it about it? And that's what you do. Because to say what is the difference between a good looking website and a better website is so subjective. It's like saying, what would tell me what is a good looking person and a better looking person? It's too subjective. It's too subjective. Are you going for a supermodel? Are you going for a barbarian? Are you going for a warrior, a movie star? All of this. If I'm honest, SI, if I'm honest, I'm probably not going to watch your video, but I strongly recommend you just take a step back, okay? What you do is go to your parent container, make a note of what the settings were, and remove the margin padding. Number 1. Number 2, then do the same for your child containers, or the ones affected, and look at what you have, and then work it through. Because sending me a video is, then I've got to watch the video. And I'll be honest, I do far too much as it is with site reviews and stuff, but I'm not gonna, I don't want to really start getting into the realms of, right, watch a video and work it out. My tip is, remove your margin padding, look at your parent container, look at your child container, and then methodically work it through. Am I going to use AI for video ideas? No. I don't do scripts. Caraposh, you must know by now. I don't do scripts. Don't do scripts. But what I would say, SI, seriously, right, like what I was doing over here, right? Okay, right? Look, see this one here? It's got, you know, remove the width. Make sure it's full width. Ensure there's no margin or padding on. Let's go to this one over here. What's the width of that container? Right, remove it. You know, get everything to be equal. You're not removing the content. The content stays, right? Look, the content stays, right? The content is still there. We're not removing the content. But what you're doing is you're removing margin and padding. Then what you do is you go to the parent container, go to the layout, and look at what are the settings. What are the settings? Yeah, but Hazim, again, let me give you a very, very important question here, right? Let me give you an important question. You're saying your website does not perform. What does that mean? When you say perform, do you mean the page speed? Do you mean conversion? Do you mean maintaining hits? Do you mean people staying on the website? When you say perform, what do you mean? And when it comes to upgrade my skills, how are you currently learning? How are you currently learning? Are you watching our videos? Are you experimenting? Are you, I mean, look, in the last 7 days, I've released now 6 one-page site tutorials, right? Showing different ways of how you can make a website look. In fact, let me show you them here. Let me show you them here. Let's just go to, let me show you loads of different websites, okay? So let me, stay here a moment. I'm just going to open them up for you, okay? Staging, let's just open them up, right? So I'm going to open up loads of different, now, no, by the way, I'm not saying any of these are amazing, right? But I'm just showing you some alternate versions of different looking websites, and you get to then, what you've got to do is find what you like, what feels good, right? And what makes you go, yeah, I want to build something like that, right? I want to build something like that. So let me just show you, okay? Here is the website we built. Here we go. Here's the one we just did on Saturday, and we've just released a video on how we built it. This is with Bricks Builder, but it's the power of the images. It is very basic. It's a very basic layout. It's just text and buttons, right? And we've got a gallery going on down here as well. And I've done it in a clever way where it looks like an L shape, right? But it's the power of the buttons, right? Look at the author website we got here. It is the power. Oh, I just put it in the wrong place in it. Hold on. Let me just make sure I got this right. It is the power of the images. Again, it's the power of the images you use, right? What about this dark one here? Again, this is like a magazine article site. It's very basic, but it's the power of the images and the layout. Look at the DJ one. This is just images with border radius. This is just border radius, right? But you get a completely different look just by thinking differently over what is the aim. This is a simple website, okay? Very, very simple, very methodical. What is the message you're trying to convey? This is a little bit like, what? What is going on here? What is this? But again, it's the power of the images and the layout. Look at this one. This hero banner, this image. Look at it. It's just, for me, it captures attention. It is such a strong image. Such a strong image. And then we have like this Walker website, right? See the continuation of the angles with the pattern of the chevrons or the triangle or whatever you want to call it. It's the power of the images. So when you say you want to improve, you have to think about, basically you got to think about, you got to find inspiration and adapt it. Now when it comes to conversion, that again is way too open-ended, because the conversion could be the power of the keywords, the headlines, the images by this trainer. So what are the images you're going to put out there? Let me go back to this website. Okay, let's pretend this was a website selling white dresses, right? White dresses, custom dresses. Look at the power of the images. Look at the images. Imagine we're now selling a product and we're trying to pull you in. We haven't got a mobile phone taken photo from Facebook that's very pixelated, or WhatsApp. Look at the power. Look at this one as well, right? Let's say this is a Walker website, right? And we're now going to sell merchandise. We're going to start selling stuff. Look, we're advertising. Look, the bag. The bag is there. We've got the bag again. Oh, look, there's the bag. Go and buy the bag now. You got to lead them in. You got to lead them with the words. It's the headlines, the wording you put. So when you say, oh, well, I want to improve conversion, how are you going to make me get it? How are you going to get me? How are you going to make me eat your burger? How are you going to make me buy your trainer? How are you going to make me buy that house? Oh, here's a house for sale. Here's an amazing house for sale. Here is an extended, well thought out and beautifully decorated house for sale. This house has a swimming pool. My house hasn't got a swimming pool, but you know. So what is the magnet driving them in, right? And if I go back to this website here, let's say we were now advertising, maybe like, this is a portfolio website, right? She's an actress, she's a dancer, she's a DJ, I don't know, right? She could be anything. What is the lure? What is the magnet that's going to pull me in? Right? She's looking at you. She's looking at us, right? She's not looking there, but look, she's looking at you. She's looking at you again. She's still looking at you there. Subscribe. She's telling you, look, subscribe. Come on. So you've got to think about your images and your wording. And the biggest mistake we have is when clients refuse to do that. We keep repeating over and over again the power of the image, and they just give you the brand of their website is brown and yellow. I don't know why I said brown and yellow, but brown and yellow. And they give you images that are red and blue. And you go, it doesn't work. No, but that's the image we want to take. We had a professional photographer and we paid thousands of pounds for a professional photographer. And he was with us all day long. We took about 20 photos. But they're only going to pay you $500 for a website. And you're like, so you're saying the photographer who was with you for one day is worth a couple of $1,000, maybe, but you want us to build a website that's going to take a week, but we're not worth anything near that. That gets me really mad when someone says that. I kind of go, right, so you're saying 5 days of my time is not worth anything more than the fact that I'm now having to use these photos. Did you tell the photographer you're branding? Well, they were the clothes we were wearing. What? So just because you were wearing a blue shirt and a red skirt or whatever, you just went with it. You literally went with that. And that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. So what I'm saying, Hazim, is think about the headlines, the pull, the magnet, but it's the power. I mean, look, this, I think, right, if you look at this website here, right, okay, you look at that image, if you're trying to go for a fantasy website or a gaming website or whatever, don't those images just suck you in if you're into this kind of thing? And it's literally just an image. The wording here, the wording isn't even, look, lorem ipsum. The wording doesn't even, bleh. But you're going to see this and go, ooh, look at that. What's going on here? And what's behind here? And what's that? And the longer you keep someone on a page, the longer you maintain interest, the higher the chance they're going to go deeper, sideways, downwards, other pages, maybe even purchase something if they want. But I can't stress that enough. And that is the reason why we've had six one-page site tutorials. In fact, it's 7 if I think about the one the week before. So in total, we've now had 7. Because and in every video, I mention it at the start. The power of images. You don't need fancy widgets. You don't need to go, oh yeah, let's go get this plugin because it does all of this slidey fancy stuff. Ooh, vertical accordions. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes too much is too much. But all of these websites are just images, text, a button, and that's it. There's no call to action widget. There's no, I think I did actually in one of them. There's no fancy accordions or sliders. There's nothing fancy. But does it make you look at them more? I mean, I've just gone through about 6 of them on the screen. Sometimes we need to have the confidence to say to a client, you know what, you can be a bit different here. We don't just need to do text, image, you know. Or just have images that are just totally off-brand. I mean, we built a website for someone and their branding was blue, red, and white, right? Basically, almost like the Union Jack, right? Because it was very much Union Jack in terms of the colour schemes as well. Their images were full of green. Some of their images were taken at night. So you got bits of yellow lights shining on a football pitch. But because it was so dark, it was like you got a patch of green and loads of black and greys and murkiness. You know, orange. There was images with orange in. And I was like, none of this fits your brand. None of it. The only way we're going to make it really work is if we saturate your colour. So you still see the colour, but we saturate it because the page was fighting for attention. Bad. Fake news. All right, fake news. It's not fake news, it's bad. Hey, Pavel, how would you explain to a child what the internet is using a comparison? The internet is like a library. The internet is like a library, basically. No, that's not a good one. No, the internet is like a magical library. There you go. The internet is a magical library. Hey? Go with that. Magical library. It's always there. Well, when it's available, but it's there to give you the answers and make you ask questions and help you to talk to other people or find solutions or experiment or anything like that. That is what it's there for. It is there for you to experience more. What I will say, is the internet allows me to talk and meet other people like you, all of you, right? For the last 22 years, you know, the internet has allowed me to break out, speak to people, learn, engage. I used to go to a library nearly every day when I was from the age of about 13 to 16. And then when I went to college, I did not go as often, but I was going quite regularly. When I got to university in 1997, I was still having to go library because I was doing a medical degree, and those books, there's knowledge there. You couldn't just get off the internet. You had to go to these big libraries and study medical books and crap, right? But by the time it got to the year 2000 and 2001, never had to go library, which sounds really, really pathetic, but I haven't. So the internet is like a magical library. For anyone that's tuned in, how to talk to a child. That's what we're doing today. I am SI. I'm 44. I'm 44 years old. I'm 44. I've experienced a lot in my life, I can tell you that now. The only thing I've not experienced, I haven't died yet. Close, but not died yet. Hazim, I checked your Facebook group. You were using Midjourney to get the design landing page. No, I used Midjourney to get the images. No. You need to go watch my video, Hazim. Have you watched the video where I built it? Basically, right, this is Bricks Builder, right? I mean, look, if I go into, let me just pop this onto full page for a moment. Let me show you, okay? Have you watched the video I put out? No, SI, I am far more. I was born in 1978. 1978, that's a long time ago, I tell you, that's a long time ago. Right, so this is Bricks Builder. Look, this is Bricks Builder, right? Let's go to this section over here, right? This section, the style, we have a, whoopsie daisy, we have a background image. So here's the image, right? Look, here's the images. They're the images from Midjourney. There's no text on these images. There's no text. Then we have a container, we got a heading, basic text, we got a button. Right, we go down here, look, we got a header, we got text down here. What we got down here, we got headings, we got text with a background over there. Over here, we're using the image gallery widget, button, look, text. Social sharing icons over here, look, social sharing, and over here we have a form. We have the form. So no, all built manually, my friend. Except for the images, which we obviously got from Midjourney. So Hazim, have you tried to get the image from Midjourney and extend it? No. Hey, Batags. Do you know something, Carapos? I haven't lost any subscribers. You know, and you know what's really weird, Carapos? I didn't do anything to him. This is what gets me annoying, right? This is what gets me annoyed. On my live chats, I've spoken about other influencers where I had a bit of a... I didn't like the way they were approaching things. And I also noted that some of them were like... stealing. Not stealing. I've got to be careful what I say here. They're not stealing, but they're... It's almost like they're imitating what someone else has done. Literally imitating. No way, Carapos is... Seriously, Carapos, is that what came out of ChatGPT? But what happened was Fahad and his brother and a few others actively started leaving comments on my videos and on Facebook about me, which were totally unjustified. And I was not happy about that at all. Like, I was not happy about that. So I've just blocked them. I've blocked them completely. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I don't like people that play games like that. Because it's disrespectful and it's nasty. What you don't do is go on like... So they literally went onto Facebook and left comments about me on Facebook stuff. Groups. And I, you know... Yeah, but Hazim... to be honest, I know what you're saying, but I was fine with it. Totally okay. I wasn't fussed by the contrast, because you know what? Sometimes a bit of variation isn't a bad thing anyway. Right, I am going to go now in 2 minutes, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Don't eat too much food, otherwise you're just going to get fat, okay? Alright? I have to put it out there. Be careful, you're just going to get overloaded and your backside's going to explode on you later on. I hope you've enjoyed today's session. SI, I hope you get to the bottom of what is causing your issue with your containers. You might need to build it from scratch, which I know you don't want to do, but you might have to consider building from scratch. You know, I don't want to say it, but you might want to consider it. Just because it could make a big difference I'm just going to quickly do something over here. I hope no sound leaks out. I have noticed, did any of you get a Wix? Did any of you get Wix videos appearing? For some reason, a lot of my videos, they're getting Wix appearing at the beginning, which I don't like. I really wish, I mean, I can't stop it. If Wix appears, Wix appears. But I have noticed nearly every video, I went in today and I opened 6 of them just to check everything was all right. And Wix, 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 Wix. I was like, flipping heck, man. What are you doing here? All right, look, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye. Yeah, take care, okay? I will be back tomorrow. You'll see the schedule. I'm on later on, 4 p.m. UTC or GMT. I'll catch you all tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll have more to talk about, especially with stuff like AI and stuff like that. Okay,